Their new book, Rooms to Love, celebrates all that is colourful, creative and quirky about Kiwi homes. Welcome back interiors expert LeeAnn Yare and photographer Larnie Nicolson. You've done it again. Gosh, it is just the most delicious book. I said to you as you sat down, I want to eat it. And I do, because every page after page is just amazing. Where do you find these homes?
People come to us.
Do they?
A lot.
Yeah.
We do get approached a lot. LeeAnn owns a shop called Collected, so a lot of people come in.
We have a lot of customers.
I bet. Well, I guess,
that
yeah.
buy things, and just kind of through our contacts and the industry, and and through my Facebook page and all the people that follow that for inspiration. I get sent photos of people's houses like daily.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess as a photographer too, it's a bit of a dream to be able to go around and snap the photos. Do you have to do much, or is it really just there and
the camera does it all.
and speaks for itself? I mean, are people's, honestly, the photos that we see, do you have to sort of rearrange bits and for your shot, or?
Yeah, yes, we do. Just to tweak the shot, just to make it so much better, which is where LeeAnn comes in. And has just been a stylist. So, I mean, I'm behind the tripod and I'm got this the shot set up. And then LeeAnn will just help me just tweak the shot so it's just something really good. And we're also thinking about how it looks in a magazine format.
Right. Yeah. And it's not just main rooms, eh? There's bathrooms, there's
everything.
laundries, and
we've tried to cover
outdoor.
pretty much everything in the book and sort of break it up into rooms of the house or areas of the house, so that there's inspiration for everything. Because a room is a utility room or a bathroom or a laundry doesn't mean it can't be cool.
Shouldn't be unloved.
So especially when you actually spend quite a bit of time in some of those rooms.
Yeah,
and so it's
true.
like,
True, especially you've got a family, you're in that washing room.
Yeah.
A lot. One of the things that jumps out too is the colour. There's not a lot of minimalist going on. There's lived-in homes with crazy colours and not necessarily things matching, which I love.
No, finally Kiwis are really embracing the whole eclectic style, and they're really getting the whole sort of mix rather than match.
Yeah.
And what we want to get across to people and inspire them to do is not create a home that looks like it's off the pages of a catalogue.
Right.
We want something that we want to see people tell their story, and so when you walk into someone's home, you should really feel the people that live there. And that's usually created through kids' art and treasures brought back from travels and those sorts of things. So, it's quite personal.
There are some amazing, when you sit down and actually spend some time going through that book, there are some amazing little tips that you can, you might not be able to afford to do the entire room like that, but there are some cool things that you can pull out. You just said the kids' art. And I know that, and there's this photo wall with all the different arts from, it looks like preschool, little scribbled drawings and things that you can change out as they get older.
They're all framed.
And frame them.
And they're in, that particular shot was in their lounge, so it's just an ordered way of putting crazy kids art.
Celebrating your babies.
There's lots of really budget tips and tricks in our book as well, so you definitely don't have to have a lot of money to be able to pull off some of the looks. And you're right, it's just about sort of picking those things out if you don't have a big budget to play with.
And if you're not super creative like you've done all the hard work, because you can.
and lots of them are easy, but they're just not things that people would readily think about.
Yeah. What would be some of your best tips for bagging a bargain?
Trade me, op shops, hand-me-downs.
Recycling and upcycling, like spray paint is one of my sort of huge things, and I use spray paint at home all the time if I want to change something up. Like the other day I was using some food jars, so just that I would normally put out in the recycling, jam jars, that sort of thing, put them through the dishwasher, all nice and clean, and then I've spray painted them and created little vessels, or you could use them for little vases, and it's the cost of a can of spray.
Yeah, so stuff like that is cheap as chips.
Super cheap.
If you don't own your own home, you shouldn't necessarily be restricted? No,
there's still lots of ideas that don't necessarily mean taking paint or wallpaper to the walls. So there are definitely lots of things that people for renters can, and ideas they can get from our book. Things like wall decals, which are removable. That's an instant transformation, and they're as cheap as $25 for a packet. So you can create, something really cool for as little as that amount.
There's some wonderful kids' rooms in there as well. How many of those, though, do you think the kids have been involved with, and what's the balance with that?
I think it's all about managing kids' expectations and negotiation, which is, I think every mum would say it's all about negotiation. Give them a few kind of options that you would be happy with, and then let them choose, and then that way they still feel like they're fully involved, but you're going to get, you know, something that still maybe goes with the rest of your house and you're happy to live with for a few years.
The thing is, they grow so fast that they're going to change anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, it is such a cool book. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm looking forward to the next already. Get busy. LeeAnn and Larnie's new book, Rooms to Love, is in shops right now. It's a wonderful coffee table book. Things are about to heat up in our studio. We've got a jaw-dropping act from Empire Circus. That is right after this.